Alright, so here's a burn match. We actually played two matches. This is the first one. So, I do keep the hand, because I figure I got random stuff in here that can help out, and I should be able to set the explosives on 2 or 3 here soon, and I should be able to dig to a bridge, gain some life, and the bobble and the bell should be able to dig me into stuff. Opponents on burn. They end up mulligan that one, the one land hand. And they mulligan into a one land hand, but they got more action with this one. Yep, I got burn. Well, it's not. I'm thinking it's not so bad because I do still have fair. So I go all out explosive because I drew another artifact. And I was trying to figure out what I was going to play here because I was seriously considering explosives on one if I really had to, but decided against it. I see my opponent's on one land, so that's why I use bobble on them instead of myself. And Stirring's looking for something good, and I end up getting a land. There was also a Whir of Invention, Collective Brutality, Inquisition, and Mox Opal. So I was considering Opal just as the explosive, but I decided against it. Yeah. So now I have Lantern, so that's good. And I'm hoping to mill myself into a Whir for Witchbane Orb quickly. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen. So I'm counting it out. Opponent can deal a good amount to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then whatever they have in their hand, 10, 11, 12. So I go ahead and do the Pixis to try to dig into something. And I'm just basically hoping that they don't have anything good on top. And I want to draw this. And I don't get anything good. No bridges. And there's a bridge on top though. I had gotten the bobble. So what I wanted to do here was I was afraid they were going to draw that and deal even more damage. So my goal was to take the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hope they don't have a burn spell in hand. And then pop bobble, mill, so that they don't have Swift Spear. So that I draw the bridge during their turn and then play bridge and hopefully just win from there by gaining life with Inventor's Fair. So here's where I mill them into an Eidolon, which I'm not worried about because of the explosives. If they play it, I can just pop explosives on their turn, still play my bridge, and be okay. But they happen to have the bolt in hand as well, and that's what finishes me off. I was like, poop. So game 2. Mulligan, no lands. So they got a decent hand over there with the guide and 3 burn spells. So I mull. I get double bobble with Inquisition and Stirrings. And there was a Glimmer Void on top, which I did not need, especially if I'm going to have these 2 bobbles. So go for the Inquisition, grab the guide, because that's going to deal the most damage to me, and I'm like, okay. So he's got 9 damage in hand. Yeah, and I want to draw the extra card anyway, so I go ahead and look at their top card to get an idea of what to look out for. And it's another damage, another burn spell. So they got 12 damage. Yeah. I take the point to Stirrings to try to get the third land to make sure I can play the bridge next turn. And then I'm hoping to be able to whir into Witchbane. Yeah. Ugh, that's rough. So bridge. And now all I need to do is top deck an untapped land or another bauble or something, and I can whir into Witchbane, and I'll be good. Or just draw Witchbane. That would also be good. And I let the opponent know they can deal extra damage with Swift Spear by playing Bolt after they've declared attacks. I go ahead and act like they did it. And I explain how it works. So it's funny because if I had not told them that, I probably would have won this game. And I draw a Botangle Sanctum. That's unfortunate. So now I cannot whir for whatchamacallit, Witchbane Orb. And they end up drawing another 3-mana burn spell, which is just enough. Because I was going to let them attack in response to whir for something. Yeah, and then when I see his 2 burn spells, I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Yep, it doesn't matter. You've got enough. So that's 0-2 against burn. Usually burn's a good matchup, but get unlucky sometimes.